Anthony Mallows, you're the Executive Director of Sorouh Real Estate. What's your next upcoming project?
I think Watani is probably one of the most important projects we're busy with, along with Shamka and Al Ghadir, followed by Lulu Island.
So these are all in Abu Dhabi?
That's correct.
These projects. I've heard of Lulu Island. I haven't heard of any of the others. Are they mixed-use type of projects? Or
They're primarily residential, and a number of them fall within the investment zones that the Abu Dhabi government have identified. So they're both for Emirati nationals as well as for foreigners to invest in.
Foreigners can purchase, in other words?
Yes, on a long lease
The 99-year lease business.
That is correct,
yeah.
Yes.
Great. Lulu Island is something a lot of us see every day in the distance.
Yes.
And it began a few years ago. It all of a sudden opened as a beach with a boat access and so on. What's it going to be next?
Lulu Island is going to be a residential district, a community that is designed to be part of Abu Dhabi. So it fits within the Urban Planning Council's vision for Abu Dhabi 2030.
The 2030, right.
The 2030 plan. And so it's primarily residential. 80% of the development will be residential in a mixture of villas, townhouses, and apartments, as well as a significant number of hotels, because as you know, hotels create quite a lot of amenity within the urban fabric of Abu Dhabi.
And it's surrounded by beach completely. So
Yes, that's one big change from previous plans for Lulu, is the beaches are primarily, over 70% of the beaches will be open to the public. And we've created more than 30 kilometers of water's edge with canals, beaches, and waterfront within the new concept.
When will this begin? I mean,
it's a partnership with the Abu Dhabi government in the sense that there are infrastructure improvements like bridges and tunnels.
I was going to ask how we're going to get to Lulu Island.
You need to get onto the island. And so currently the Department of Transportation has a tender out for 2 bridges and a parkway that will connect the two, that links Lulu Island from Marina Mall on the west and Mina Zayed on the east. Those bridges are due to come into being in 2015, and therefore the strategy right now to implement Lulu is designed to coincide with that 2015 date. But I would stress also that we are market driven. In other words, we're not going to rush to develop. We're going to be in a measured, considered pace, which is the new reality.
I was going to say, I mean, those days are over when
Yes.
everybody was building like crazy.
That's right. And I think it's good, because in the growth of cities there's this ebb and flow between market-driven development and government-guided development. And we're definitely in a phase now where we're in a government-guided growth mode. And Sorouh is working consistently within that larger government framework to implement the 2030 vision.
But did I understand correctly, when the bridges are done, which would be 2015, there would also already be some housing, or all of that would begin with the bridges?
No, we would coincide the first phase completion of Lulu to coincide with the opening of those bridges.
So you'll have some temporary type
That's
of...
exactly right. We are planning to install a temporary bridge on the Mina Zayed side, which allows us to start enabling works and construction at the same time that the government are developing this connecting infrastructure. And then the 2 construction initiatives would coincide, so that as the bridges are open to the public, so the phase 1 component of Lulu Island would be open to the public. I will also stress that Lulu is not just one big development project now. It's a series of walkable neighborhoods, and phase 1 is designed to be complete, and subsequent neighborhoods would be built as the market demands and as infrastructure is provided.
Would these be mainly luxury housing, or you know, in terms of price?
Well, Lulu is a prime location.
Certainly is.
So its location is in part going to determine its value. But we've definitely got a strategy where there are all kinds of residential product available, because we believe that places that matter have a diversity not only of socioeconomic, but also different types. So there'll be villas as well as apartments, as well as townhouses and penthouses.
And hotels, as you mentioned.
Currently there are 10 hotels planned on the island.
Wow.
In fact, it was interesting, the UPC encouraged us to develop more hotel rooms than we had initially, which is interesting.
It's very interesting because some say that Abu Dhabi is already, I mean, with the ones that are just completed, Yas Island, of course, and
That's right.
the few which are still kind of under construction, that it already has enough rooms.
I think that's a fair observation of where we are now. But when you look at the overall build-out for Lulu, we believe it's easily a 10 to 15-year build-out. So you have to have a measured approach to how many hotel rooms Abu Dhabi will need in the future. And we're certainly not going to just build hotel rooms because we believe it. We will build them as and when they
You'll watch demand,
are in demand.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Alma. It's been a pleasure.